In my last episode, I did mention I was going to do a review on The Choice, but after viewing it, I only really have one thing to say about this film. Just do yourself a favor and rent The Notebook if you're really looking for a good love story, because The Choice is at best a D-. Now, if you really want me to do a full-fledged review of The Choice, let me know in the comments below. But with that out of the way, we can focus on something more worthwhile watching.
Bass, do you mean what I think you mean?
That's right, RJ. The Merc with the Mouth.
Yay!
Right here. Let's go.
Hi, Faceless here, and let's just not waste any time. Deadpool. So let me just cut through the crap, guys. Holy shit, this movie was freaking awesome! And I tried real hard to keep my expectations in check, but oh my god, let me tell you guys, it met all my expectations, and it surpassed it. Now, I really don't want to discuss the plot because if you've seen the trailers, you know what the basic plot is about, so I'm not going to waste my time on that. But what I can tell you is that it is a mixture of a love story, a comedy, action, and a revenge story. I mean, 4 different types of genre put together, and you have Deadpool. And the best part about it is that it's pretty much balanced. In the first 20 minutes, you're just introduced to the character, just right into the middle of the action, and it gives you the feel of this is what you're in store for the rest of the film. And again, I'm trying not to give anything away, but holy crap, that opening credit scenes, wow, that is fucking awesome. And unlike most origin stories where it just kind of follows a timeline, it kind of goes back and forth between the past and the present. And if there's any real gripe that I have with this film, it's probably that it does have its slow moments, but it's worth it in the end. I mean, it was enough for me to keep invested with the film. Plus, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool is dead on. No pun intended. He had the sense of humor, the mannerisms, and basically the look down. I mean, you couldn't pick a better person. And forget about what you saw in Wolverine Origins, just because they make references to it, and they kind of poke fun at it a little bit. The other actors and actresses in the movie filled their purposes, and they were good. They were right for their parts. Ed Skrein, you know, from Transporter Refueled, I thought if there was going to be any downer to this film, it was going to be him, because I clearly just didn't like his acting in that movie, and I kind of cringed at the fact that he was going to be in this one. Thank God he proved me wrong. I mean, he wasn't like a miraculous villain or anything like that, but he filled the role perfectly. And Deadpool does break the fourth wall. They took what we knew of Deadpool and put it all on the screen. They basically did all the fans right for whatever they did wrong in the last movie. Again, we're really not going to talk about it. Now, this movie is rated R, but for a reason. I mean, this is not for children. I know that there are some groups out there that are petitioning to make this into a PG-13 movie or make a softer version of it. And I'm thinking to myself, why? There were a couple of critics that just kind of complained that it didn't have a big enough budget, or it was just derivative humor. Did you know what you were getting yourself into? And if this wasn't a big budget, what they did with what they had was amazing, and I'm fine with that. Actually, seriously, what is that supposed to mean? They didn't have a big budget. And the funny thing is, Deadpool makes a statement about the budget of the film. I mean, wow. And let me tell you, it's kind of a breath of fresh air knowing that this film doesn't take itself seriously amongst the other comic book films where realism and serious is what they're going for. It knows what it is, and it's there to entertain us, and I love it for that. I mean, really, what more can I say? Other than my final rating is a 100% absolute A. Well, this wraps up this episode. If you have any thoughts or opinions, please leave a comment below. And as always, you can find me on peanutbutterdisaster.com, where you can find my previous videos along with other producers and their content. So, check them out. And lastly, if you hadn't done so yet, hit the subscribe button below for more upcoming reviews. But seriously, folks, if you know about Deadpool, if you're a fan of Deadpool, or you just like comic book movies in general, this is the movie to see. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go watch it again.
Bass, can I join you?
As long as you buy the popcorn.
You bet. I'm going to start the car.
This is Faceless, signing off.
Right here.
Again! Seriously, you guys need to go home now!
Peanut butter disaster.